It's time, 7:30. Welcome everyone. It's a nice cool morning here in Ithaca, New York. Perfect temperature for a hard, long workout. Today we are doing 2 times 30 minutes, stroke rate 22. These pieces should be hard, but not max. The goal is to keep your heart rate just a little bit under your anaerobic threshold. So you're going to be breathing hard, probably too hard to, hold a conversation. But the lactate should not be building up in your muscles, at least not until maybe the last 10 minutes of a 30-minute piece. I want you to start conservatively on the first piece, get faster throughout that piece, and also get faster in the second piece so that the whole second piece is faster than the whole third or first piece. So goal, start conservatively, get faster. We're going to do a 15-minute warm-up and cool-down. I'll do some drills, technique stuff in the warm-up and cool-down. During the pieces, I'm not going to talk a whole lot. I was actually messaging with Eric Murray yesterday from the Kiwi Pair, just getting some tips because he does a lot of this online workout stuff, and he said that you really have to talk a lot during the pieces to give people tips, make them not bored. But because I'm training for Tokyo right now, I actually have to be pulling really hard, and so it's difficult for me to talk a lot while I'm erging. So I hope you are okay with some silence. Feel free to put your music on during the 30-minute pieces. Okay, let's get going. First thing I always do when I sit down for an erg workout is set the drag. So let's do that now. I recommend drag factor between 115 and 120 for most people, maybe up to 130 if you're strong. Great. Actually, that's a little high. I'm going to turn it down. All right. Drag factor set. I'm going to start the warm-up feet out. I do a lot of rowing feet out. I think it's good for technique, good to help build a strong supported core. I encourage you to start feet out as well. If you're not comfortable, go ahead and put your feet in. We'll start with a pick drill, arms only. Ready, row. I want you to look at your wrists and make sure you're pulling in with your wrists flat, parallel to the ground. Arms and body in 2. 1, 2. Make sure you think about the sequence. Arms, body, body, arms. Quarter slide in 2. 1, 2. Look at your knees and make sure that the handle passes your knees before your knees come up. Half slide in 2. 1, 2. As we lengthen the slide, make sure you're keeping your chest up and your weight on the seat coming into the catch. No collapsing. into 3/4 slide. 1, 2, and full slide in 2. 1, 2. At full slide, you want your shins to come to perpendicular. No more. If they're past perpendicular, that means you're over compressing. Now I want you to look down between your knees, look at your seat. I want you to make sure that the seat and the hands are moving together off the catch. If your hands move faster than your seat, that means you're opening like this. That's bad. If your seat moves faster than your hands, that means you're shooting your slide like this. That's bad too. If they move together like this, that means you're in a nice, strong, supported position. So I want you to keep rowing at this pace. We're at about an 18, nice and steady. I have a lost soul who just texted me wondering what the link is, so I will try to help her. So just keep rowing. Okay. Hopefully she'll find her way here. So we'll stay here at an 18, nice, light, steady for 1 more minute. After this minute, we're going to do 2 minutes a little harder. One will be at a 22, the other at a 24. And then after that, we'll paddle. So stay here for now. I'll let you know when we're building the rate. All right, coming up, we've got 1 minute and 22. As you build the rate, I want you to do it with your legs. Squeeze your glutes, get your weight off the seat on the drive, into 22. 1, 2, build. Shoulders down. Long and strong strokes. This is rate we're doing the pieces at today. Next up, a minute at 24. Build in 2. 1. Here. Press with legs. Pulling in just above your belly button, no higher. 30 more seconds at 24. And paddle. Great, getting warm. So, pieces today are at 22, so that means we don't really need to warm up to a very high stroke rate. So, we're going to do some drills here in the warm-up. So I want you to take one foot out, put it on the ground. Doesn't matter which foot. And now, with just one foot on the foot plate, row. This helps you really feel the weight as you're pressing. Feel the load. Make sure you're engaging your glute. Let's do a 20 here with one leg. Try to get the splits down as far as you can. We'll do it at about rate 20 in 2. That's 1, 2. Build. It's amazing, I can get the splits down almost as far as I can with 2 legs. Just goes to show how strong your legs are. Make sure you're not using the leg on the floor, just let it sit on the floor. And paddle. And now, switch legs. And paddle. Same thing on the other side. We'll do 20 in 2. 1, 2. Engage the glute. Feel the press. Shoulders down. Hang on the lat. Back here. 5 more here. We'll do 2 more 20s, and then we'll start the pieces. All right, put both feet on. Let's do a 20 at 24 again. In 2, 1, 2. Really push this one. This is the highest rate we'll be at today. Get warm. Strong body position. Chest up. Paddle. And our last 20, we'll be back down into 22. I want to do this one off the start. So weight up, sit at about half to 3/4 slide. For starts on the erg, I recommend taking 1 shorter slide stroke and then going right to full slide, right to base. So 20 strokes here, sitting ready, attention, go. Right to 22. Go right to the pace that you plan to do these pieces at. Ten more. Paddle. All right, that's our warm up. If you have any questions, put them in the chat box. I see one there now. Yeah, I think a couple people were on the Google Hangout. So I've been doing workouts. Well, I was doing them on Google Hangouts. Then I figured out I can do them here on YouTube Live. It's not quite as interactive. I can't hear you talking. But the advantage is I feel more comfortable sharing a link to YouTube Live publicly. I don't have to worry about someone Zoom bombing, as they call it. So I'm going to be doing some workouts on YouTube Live that are, more kind of open. Everyone has the link. And some workouts on Google Hangouts so that people can ask questions. If you're not sure which, check the calendar on my website. Each event will have information in it. If you click on that particular workout in the calendar, it'll show you where to go. So if you're ever confused, just go to that calendar. And actually, there's a link on my website if you want to add that calendar to your calendar. You'll be able to see all my workouts right in your Google Calendar. There's a link there to do that. So I recommend that if you plan on joining me frequently, that'll just make it easier. It'll all be right there in your calendar. All right, same as last week. Rate 22. Start slow, get faster. Try to keep your heart rate at or under anaerobic threshold. That's about 80% of your max. For me, that's around 155. Gonna strip down another layer, and we'll get ready to go. right. Set your monitors. We're going to have 5 minutes rest in between. So set your monitor for intervals time, 30 minutes on, 5 minutes off. Okay, monitor set, strap in, get a last drink, whatever you need to do. All right, monitor is ready, heart rate monitor ready. Build right to 22. Attention, go. First 10 minutes, just establish a good rhythm. Long and relaxed. I'm not going to say a whole lot in this piece. I want you to just focus on your rhythm, focus on your technique. Just be a little zen. Shoulders down, neck long. Quick check, where's your heart rate? Adjust as necessary. check. Make sure you're compressing just perpendicular with your shins. Chest up. Minutes down. Nice job, everyone. Next 10 minutes, focus on staying calm, staying in the moment. Make every stroke the best you can. One stroke at a time. Breathe. Breathing is the key to keeping your heart rate as low as possible. check. Are your hands getting past your knees before your knees come up? Make sure you get that body preparation here. Last 10 minutes. This is where we can see a light at the end of the tunnel. Start bringing it home. Maybe press it down one split. Just get a little bit faster. Sit up. Breathe. Initiate the drive with your legs. Last 5 minutes. Push a little harder, bring it down, another split. Last 2 minutes. Stay strong. One more stroke. Nice job. One down, one to go. I got really sweaty in that last 10 minutes. It was hard to hold on to the handle. When that happens, just focus on making sure you have a good wrap around the handle, that you're not just holding it in your fingertips. Engage some of your palm to help you. And then you just gotta hang on. There's not a lot you can do about it. What I'm gonna do now is turn on my fan. So for anybody who was in Google Hangouts last week and is here now, I'd love to get your feedback on the difference, which one you like better. I thought that YouTube Live has better acoustics. I think their noise canceling algorithm is great. So it's, I think, maybe a little easier to hear me, but I'm not sure. So I would love to get your opinion. We'll see what happens when I turn the fan on. So my heart rate was a little bit high in that one. Kind of like last week. I'm surprised at how high my heart rate is. I think partially because it's a little warm in here now. But I think when that happens, the key is just to stay calm. I look at it and I say, oh, look at that, my heart rate's high. Okay, well, I feel fine, so I'm just gonna go with it. Just kind of play around and see if you can get your heart rate down by breathing deeply. But as long as you feel okay, then no need to panic. We got 2.5 minutes left of rest. I recommend standing up and stretching your back. It's good to just get it, do a little back bend when you can, so you're not sitting hunched over for the entire workout. Just a quick little stretch. And then you can get back on your machine. About 2 minutes more rest. Get a drink. I definitely get cotton mouth in those 30-minute pieces. So it's important to hydrate. All right, same focuses for this upcoming piece. First 10 minutes, good, strong, relaxed rhythm. Just thinking about your technique, staying internal. Second 10 minutes, staying calm. Don't get ahead of yourself. Sometimes it's tempting to start thinking about the finish, but when you still have 20 minutes to go, that can get a little bit daunting. So just stay in the moment, one stroke at a time. The last minute, you can start thinking about the finish line, start driving it home, start increasing your speed. And throughout, make sure you breathe. So take a look at your split from last time. It should be on the screen, just underneath the rest. Your goal is just a little bit faster than that, or a lot faster. But if you go a lot faster, maybe that means you could have gone faster on the first one. So a little bit faster, increasing speed throughout the piece. We've got 25 seconds. Strap in. Start paddling. We'll build into this one. Going 2. 1. 2. And we're on. Stroke rate 22. but just try to enjoy it a little bit. Reach with your lats into the catch and engage them on the drive. Long and strong, supported core. Check your heart rate. How's it doing? Mine's better on this piece. Sometimes it just takes a little more warm up. Look at your knees. Make sure your handle passes them before they come up. I had a stroke just now where I hit my knees. Bad form. off straight arms. Can you bring it down to split? Use your legs. Yeah. That's it. Bring it home. Strong core. Squeeze your shoulder blades down and back at the finish. There. Stay supported. Why not? Push legs. Quick catch. Straight arms. Hang. Two minutes. Count to 22 twice. Last minute. 20 strokes. Count down. Ten left. Paddle. Whew. All right. I confess, I finished out a little harder than was the plan, but felt good. Whew. Nice job, everyone. Just take a moment here, catch your breath, then we'll do a cool down. If you're short on time, you can shorten the cool down. Just make sure you get at least 5 minutes of good, steady rowing around, heart rate 130, steady state. Just flush it out. It's not a good idea to build up that lactate and then just stop. It will catch up with you later in the day if you do. Just checking the chat box. Again, if you have questions, feel free to check them into the chat box. I'll answer them if I see them. Whew. All right. No dilly-dallying. I know people have to get to work. We're going to get right on with this cool down. I plan to do 10 minutes of rowing and then 5 minutes of stretching. So strap in if you want, or leave your feet out. I'm going to leave mine out. We're going to start with one arm rowing. Doesn't matter which arm. Ready, row. Nice and slow, nice and light. This is my favorite cool down activity because you can just really stretch that lat, lean back against the handle. Feels really good in your shoulder. Make sure you keep your shoulder down so that it's not crunched up against your ear. And reach from your lats down under your armpit. We're going to row with this arm for a minute, and then we're going to switch and row with the other arm for a minute. In 2, switch arms. That's 1, 2. This is also a good exercise for your core because as you come forward, you can twist so that your one arm is facing forward, like if you were rowing in a sweep boat, and then use your core to straighten back out as you come to the finish. 30 more seconds here, and then we'll put 2 hands on. I'm just stretching out my neck. In 2, 2 hands on, that's 1, 2. Same focus, just stretching from your lats, shoulders down. You can keep it pretty light here. As you come to the finish, squeeze your shoulder blades together. Get some good mobility in the scapula. That'll help prevent injury. What happens is if your scapula gets tight and stops moving, then a lot of the load gets transferred to your ribs. And that's how you get a rib injury. One more minute, just rowing light here. And then we'll add a little pressure to steady state. All right, we're going to bring it to stroke at 18. So that's 2 beats up. And steady state pressure into 1, 2. Add a little press. Still nice and relaxed. Just flushing it out. We're going to stay here for 2 minutes. One more minute at an 18, then we'll paddle. Reaching long, shoulders down. Paddle. Next up, we're going to do a few 20s and a little harder, just again to flush it out. Let's do 20 strokes at 20 strokes a minute into 1, 2. It should be a little harder than steady state. Two more. Paddle. And we'll do one more 20. This one's at a 22. Probably around the pace that you started the pieces today. Into 1, 2, more. Paddle. Whew. A few more on the paddle here. Then we'll stretch. And that's it. Last few strokes. Check in with your technical focuses again. Whatever you need to work on. I've been working on pulling in to my stomach and holding my knees down as the handle crosses. Last 2. 1, 2, and buena. Great work. All right. I'm going to lead a couple stretches. Feel free to stick around just a couple minutes. I very much recommend 5 Parks Yoga for stretching. Erin Sampson has a lot of great videos. I've created a playlist on my channel of some of my favorites. They're all around 20 minutes, so short and sweet. But anyway, if you want to stretch a couple minutes with me, I recommend a back bend, hands on the floor, hips towards the ground. Look up without crunching your neck too much. Keep your neck long. Maybe look down, stretch your neck. And then melting heart pose. You put your hands on the ground, hips stay up. It's a little bit like child pose, except for your hips are in the air. I'm going to do it on my erg so you can see. Put my hands on the erg. And just melt your chest towards the ground. This stretches out your lats and your shoulders. And now hip flexors. 1 knee down, 1 leg up. Make sure that your knee is at 90 degrees. You don't need to be too much forward, just like this. And then press your hip forward. Your arm of your down leg comes up and over. It's hard to see me. Hang on. There we go. Arm on your down leg comes up and over the top, and just press your hip forward. Tuck your pelvis back. That'll get the hip flexor stretch without having to go too far forward. There we are. And other leg. Again, 90 degrees. Tuck your pelvis under. Push your hips a little bit forward. And arm comes up and over. Great. Well, thanks for joining me. Hope to see you again. I've got another workout Saturday morning at 9:30, and that one is on Google Meet. So that's interactive. You can ask questions. We can, I can hear people painting in the background. It's great. So see you then.